words, what's happening on this side of the object is the same as what's happening on that. So in terms of their basic construction, we can start with that idea of the vertical line. Ellipses are shallower as they reach our eye level. So they tend to get straighter and flatter. As they move away from our eye level, they would get deeper. Gradually you would see more of the ellipse. So as this bowl starts to move outwards on this side, we can also think about what's happening on the opposite side. It can also be useful here to visualise the box that surrounds the object. So by concentrating on this shape, it can help us see this shape. The light is coming from the side. So this side of the vase is lighter than this side. This side is in shade. What we'll note is that we have a point of contrast where this side might indeed be slightly darker. And usually you'll find that the shading follows the three-dimensional contour of the object. This ellipse will be deeper. The sides slope downwards, and we can't really see the base of the ellipse. But again, we'll note as we draw this small candle that the ellipses are deeper still. All of this area, of course, is in shade. Because this small container is behind this object, this is quite dark. So the light dark side is opposite to the bigger vase. Inside this cup, it's obviously quite dark, and so too the inside of this vase. The handles come out of the body, and again, pretty much what's happening on that side is the same as what's happening on that side. In etching terms, we talk about the idea of lost and found edges. So sometimes we'll note that the edges of an object disappears. If we draw three-dimensional objects with a very heavy outline, I'm making this very large on purpose, then this dark outline has a tendency to flatten out the three-dimensionality of our object. So we need to be cautious about the heavy use of outline. Instead, we need to ask ourselves the question, why are we seeing this object? Are we seeing it as dark against a light background or light against a dark one? So we see this handle here because it's darker than the surroundings. But on this side it gets darker on this side, but slightly lighter on that side. So we get this constant transition between light and dark. In the same way here, down here, it's the background here that is darker, and the space underneath, which is darker.